It is Sunday, September 30th, 2018. And as much as I want to be in a football mood, it's Sunday, I'm just not. It's Guy's Daily Drive. Hey, everybody. I started out the day with such hope and such promise. The Dolphins were 3-0, and they were going to play the Patriots, who are 1-2, which to me says that they probably have a pretty good chance to beat them, that there's something off about the Patriots this year that will make them easier to beat than in past years when the Dolphins have typically gotten their asses handed to them. Well, that's not the way it's happening. Basically, I had to stop watching the game. It was just so bad. I watched the first half, and I kept waiting and waiting for there to be some spark of offense from the Dolphins, and there just wasn't. And it didn't look bad early on. The Patriots didn't look that good. For as bad as the Dolphins were looking, the Patriots didn't look much better. And then they rolled off pretty quickly, 17 points. And then just as I was leaving near the end of the first half, they scored another touchdown. So when I left the house, it was 24-0 in favor of the Patriots. Now they are playing it in Foxborough, but for the Dolphins to look this bad as a 3-0 team pretty much says that they're not the team, or they're not the good team that so many people seem to have predicted that they could have been. And to me, it's looking like just another series of weekly disappointments after that bright temporary spark that made watching, or can't watch them in this area, unfortunately, other than this game, which I just couldn't watch anymore. But that spark that makes me want to look up to see how the Dolphins are doing as they're playing. So, not looking good. Maybe they'll get better in the second half. But I had to turn it off because I couldn't bear to watch it anymore. And I'm going to have a good amount of football next week when I go to Ohio to watch the Cleveland Browns play the Baltimore Ravens. And this is a case where it doesn't necessarily matter who wins or loses the game, because if the Ravens win, well, they're kind of a local team for me. So if the Browns win, well, then that's good for my buddy Dave. I like the Ravens. I follow the Ravens, but I'm not really a huge fan. So if the Ravens win or lose, it doesn't really affect me that much. I'm happy when they win, and don't really get too cranky if they lose. I don't have the emotional involvement with the cord here is in the middle, with the Ravens that I do with the Dolphins, which was the team I grew up with. So the fact that the Dolphins are losing bothers me. The fact that they're losing so badly bothers me. The fact that they're losing so badly to the New England Patriots just puts a knife in my heart. It just hurts so much. So, and of course, what's going to make this worse, if they lose, and if they lose as badly as it's looking like they're going to lose, my boss, who is a Patriots fan, is not going to let me hear the end of it. And the only positive part of that is that I'm not going to work tomorrow because I have a dental thing happening. So I won't see him until Tuesday. So hopefully some of the giddiness will have worn off by then. And to be fair, and I mean, maybe he won't. Maybe he won't get all in my face about it, though. That's not the way most New England Patriot fans are. On the other hand, if I don't know if that all recorded or not. If the Patriots, I'm going to have to do some editing. If the Patriots win, my boss will probably give me a load of crap about it, because I kind of gave him some crap on the meeting, but not that bad. If the Dolphins win, I won't say anything. The problem is, at least for him, the Patriots have been good for so long that when the inevitable slide happens, and it will, it just makes all those winning seasons feel that much worse. So that's where I am. So I'm drowning my sorrows as we speak. I'm going to Micro Center. I don't need anything. I just couldn't sit there and watch the game. The game was just so bad. So I'm going to go to Micro Center and look at stuff. Probably won't buy anything. Just go and look at stuff. Though I did get something. Not at Micro Center, but through Amazon. I got this. And what this is, it's lightning on one side and it's USB and lightning on this side. So in theory, it's camera connection kit, which is how I have this microphone hooked up to this iPod Touch that I record Guy's Daily Drive with. Well, when I got to the car to leave, I connected this microphone like I always do, because I've got a USB, regular USB-A to Lightning connector. So that's what I have. That's what I have the microphone that I use hooked up to. So I connected that to this thing, and was very disappointed to find that it didn't work. It wasn't. You see, this is why I make fun of myself so often. What I didn't think about, because I just hooked it up directly to the lightning port that's on this connector, without even thinking about the fact that what that lightning port is for on this new connector is to connect power to your iOS device. It's not to connect a peripheral. So what I should have done and didn't was to take off the lightning to USB-A dongle that I currently have on this microphone, and then connect the microphone directly via USB into this connector. It's USB connector. But by the time I thought about that, I was already driving, and I'm not going to start messing around with cables and all the rest of that happy horseshit stuff, when I'm driving a car. That's just blatantly wrong. It's not even really necessarily a good idea to be recording yourself while you are driving a car. I kind of look at it as not that big of a deal because it's more like just having a conversation with somebody that would be in the car, except in this case they're not. It's my iPod Touch. So what I will do is when I get to Micro Center, I will rejigger this and try it again. And wow, I don't know what's going on, but there's like a ton of cops going north on 95. I mean, a whole bunch. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm glad I'm on this side and not headed toward whatever it is that they're looking at trying to do. So yeah, I started off this today just thinking that it was going to be a football-licious kind of day. And it wasn't. At least not a happy football-licious kind of day, as my beloved Dolphins get their asses handed to them once again by the New England Patriots. So as much crap as I talk about the Pats, you know what? They're still a great team. They're still a great coach team. And everyone who gives Belichick a load of garbage for things like, and Brady, for Deflategate and Cheating-gate and all the rest of this nonsense, what it really, really, really comes down to is that the New England Patriots are just a well-coached team. That Bill Belichick is, in my opinion, even though he coaches the Pats, the best coach in the NFL. He can take average players and plug them into his system and make them look great. He can take great players and make them look like Hall of Fame. While my poor Dolphins and the Jets and the Bills languish year after year after year in the AFC East, and they just can't catch a break. So that's going to do it, I think, for today. Unless I think of something else to talk about on the way home. If you'd like to get a hold of me, there are two wonderful ways to do so. Three, really. You can reach me via email, guy@mymac.com. You can also reach me via the Twitters, where my Twitter handle there is MacParrot. And we have a Skype telephone number if anybody wants to call it. I still have not been able to figure out any way that I would be able to play not a live phone call, but a pre-recorded phone call while doing this live. It would not be easy, and it would be weird. But if that's something you want to force me to do, the number is 703-436-9501. That is the number to call. So that is going to about do it. Thank you all for watching and or listening to Guy's Daily Drive. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, it is also available in iTunes as an audio podcast. Very easy to find. Just look up Guy's Daily Drive there in iTunes. But until the next time we get together, again, thank you so very much for being here on Guy's Daily Drive.